Hi, third grade. Let's finish our Google Slide space project. This will be our last project of the school year. And before we do that, let's do our saying above the windows. Let's put I am in there this week. You ready? 1, 2, 3. I am unstoppable because anything is possible with God. So far in our space project, we put in a space looking background, a spaceship. We put some fire because it crashed, and then you guys chose a planet. And we put that picture of your planet in there. We also added a sentence. My spaceship flew off course and I landed on. I chose Jupiter, so you would have put your planet. And then also I asked you to go to Info Ohio and kind of look up your planet and maybe write down a sentence or two that you found interesting about your planet. So I'm going to double click into this text box. And then I'm going to click at the end of here because I want to type another sentence. So see if you can put a sentence about your planet. And my text box is a little too small, so I'm going to find this blue box down here and get the arrow pointing up and down, click, and I'm going to drag that text box down a little bit so I can see everything. So Jupiter is a large ball of liquid and gas, and it's the largest planet. So see if you can put a sentence about your planet. Once you have your sentence, now figure out what you're going to find on your planet. So you've crashed into this planet. What are you going to find on there as far as, I don't know, maybe some creatures, or what are you going to find on your planet? I'm going to find on Jupiter some giant spiders. So I'm going to go to my mountains, insert image, and search the web. And I put in spiders PNG because remember I don't want anything in background, so I'm going to use that PNG. And I hate spiders, but ooh, that's an ugly one. But I don't know, I think I'll choose a spider. So I'm going to click on the spider and I'm going to hit insert. And I'm going to use my corners, get my spider a lot smaller. And I'm going to put my spider on my planet. And I might use that dot and kind of tilt it a little bit. Now, if I want to put more than one spider, I could either search and, maybe choose a spider, but maybe a different looking spider. Otherwise, I can click on this spider and I can go up to Edit, Copy. Then I can do my Edit, Paste, and it's going to give me another spider. Again, maybe I want to tilt that one this way, bring this one down here. If I want another one, again, I can just do Edit. Now, every time I hit Edit, Paste, it's going to give me another spider. Don't get too many because we're going to put animation on all of our objects. So I am surrounded by giant spiders. You figure out what you're going to find on your planet. All right, so once you have pictures of whatever you found on your planet, now let's put some, well, before we do that, let's click up into our text box and let's just add our last sentence. I found myself surrounded by giant spiders. But you find what you are surrounded by. So I found myself surrounded by giant spiders. Remember, if you get a red squiggly line, you got a spelling error, so make sure you get that corrected. All right, so once we have our sentence, let's put some animation on this. And this will make it fun. So let's click on your, oops, let's not click on your spaceship yet. First, and I have to move my picture. Let's see here, let me get it over here. So don't have anything selected. And then you should see transition up here. And let's click on transition. Now you'll get your motion panel up. Let's now click on your spaceship. And then see if you can hit this plus sign, add animation. And now I got a little picture of my spaceship here because this is what I'm going to animate. And right below that, I got a drop down and it says fade in. So I'm going to open that drop down up. Now my spaceship is coming in from the right. So I'm going to say fly in from the right. If your spaceship is coming from the other way, you might want to try fly in from the left, but I'm going to say fly in from the right. And right below that, it says on click. I'm going to click and change that to after previous. So this way I don't have to click through my animations, they'll automatically happen. And my speed, I usually slow those down more closer to medium. All right, so you should fly in from the right or left after previous and kind of slow your animation down a little bit. Let's click on your fire and hit the plus sign, add animation. Okay, we're going to animate our fire. I'm going to scroll down a little bit so I can see everything. Okay, below my fire, I'm going to click on that drop down that says fade in. And actually, I think I'm going to keep it fade in. So I'm going to keep this fade in. But again, I don't want it on click. I'm going to change that to after previous. I'm going to slow it down a little bit so it doesn't go too fast. All right. Click on one of your creatures or whatever you found on your planet. I'm going to hit add animation. I'm going to scroll down so I can see everything. I'm going to open up that fade in. I could either do fade in, I could do appear. I'm going to have mine fly in from the, maybe I'll do appear. Otherwise, you can maybe do fly in from the left or top or the bottom, however you want your creatures to show on during your presentation. So I'm going to hit appear. Again, I don't want it on click, after previous. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. So you're going to have to do all of your creatures. That's why I said don't put too many on there. I'm going to click on my second spider, that plus sign, add animation. Let's see here. So the first one I did appear. So I'm just going to make all of these appear. I make sure I'm going to change them to after previous. I'm going to slow it down. I got to do my last spider, the plus sign. Scroll all the way down. I'm going to do this one to appear too. I'm going to change it to after previous and slow it down. All right, so what I've done, I've added animation to all of those objects. I got my spaceship flying in from the right, my fire then fading in, and then I got my 3 spiders appearing. Now they're all after previous because I don't want to have to click through them when I do my presentation. If something didn't go quite right, remember you always got your undo over here. You also, let's say I want to change this, I can click on it and let's see here. Let me try it again. Click on it and then, I can always change it. If I don't want some, I got the garbage can over here that I can delete something out. All right, so to see what we've put together, you should have this play button down here. So I'm going to hit the play. And now it should play all of my animations. My spaceship comes from the right, my fire fades in, and then I got my 3 spiders appearing. So that's the animation that I put on. Now I can't do anything right now because I got this stop here. So I'm going to have to hit this stop. And now I'm able to click on something again. So let's get your animation on your objects. And once you're done with your animation, you can hit your present up here, and this is going to start your presentation. So I can click on present. That's going to bring me to the presentation mode. And again, since I put all my animation to after previous, everything's going to work on its own and I don't have to click through anything. And then if I put my pointer down here, I'm going to have to move this box a little bit. This black bar pops pops up, hit exit. That'll get me out of presentation mode. All right, so have fun figuring out what you found on your planet. And I can't wait to see what you guys found on your planet. So once you're done, hit this gold share button and type in MAC. Put Lois McLennan in there and share this with me so I can take a look and see what you put together. So you guys enjoy the last part of your school year and enjoy your summer, and then we'll see you next year. All right, bye-bye.